Yesterday was the 5th of September and I celebrated a decade in my current business. And I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate than with a special episode of unpacking how I got here. Okay, well, let's go. Come on, it's coffee time.
Good morning, Kerry. Just the usual?
Good morning, Ronnie. Yes, please.
Have a seat. We'll bring it right over.
Thanks, mate. What does a business anniversary mean to us? Well, I'm going to be honest and say I had to go digging to find this date as I knew it was coming up. And a few months ago, I found the documentation of the official date, buried in the archives. A whole decade has passed by. I have to say it has gone fast yet surprisingly slow at the same time. I've done so much and served so many, and also my business has undergone so much change in the last 10 years. It feels like a little lifetime of its own. I wanted to share with you how I got here, the present day of being in business for 10 years, what brought me to start this business. So find a comfy spot, grab your cuppa, and let's take you back in time. And I'll try to make this the short version. After my first business was an epic fail, I went back to the grindstone of being an employee. And don't forget, this is the short version. I was on the road to financial recovery, and this meant heads down, bums up, working as much as I could, and I was also on a mission to find my true calling in life, career-wise. Little did I know at the time that I would end up back in business to help others with their finances after I'd made such a mess of my own. Years as an employee served me well. It gave me the opportunity to experience different industries, working with amazing people, and discovering that we all endure changes in life. I worked in retail, construction, the trades, hospitality and travel, before settling into a role with an importing and exporting business for around about 8 years. All along the way, I was discovering that the business numbers, although very different in each business, the principles remained the same. I learnt new software from Excel to accounting platforms, and I also experienced levels of customer service from the lowest to the absolute highest. Every position gave me new skills and a new appreciation of business. It was a really long journey of understanding business revenue, expenses, taxes, and everything in the numbers that made me realise, although I'd completely failed personally with my own finances, that was due to the fact that I didn't understand them and how to manage them. Managing other businesses' finances found me treating their dollars as if it was my own, and almost a subconscious effort to right the wrong from my past. I built up my financial experience and I found I was actually pretty good at it. Yet I looked back at my school years and my complete lack of interest in subjects like maths, and I came to the conclusion that as a kid, just because we aren't interested then, doesn't mean it's not for us in the future. My Excel world had formed, and this was the icing on the cake. Before I knew it, my favourite working days was when I got to build a complex spreadsheet, crunch the numbers, and glide across the keyboard and click the mouse like a kid in a candy store. But I ended up feeling less and less fulfilled in my roles. I always gave it my all, but something was missing. There was a void. Who was I? And what was I going to do with my life? Fast forward a few years and I enrolled in my certificate of accounting. I decided I would look to transition from being an employee to self-employed. I was hitting the books every night after work. The weekends were consumed with study, stepping through exams bit by bit, and before I knew it, I was finished. I was officially qualified, and it was time to find clients. Over the next couple of years, I built a stable client base, and some of them increased their working relationships beyond my financial services. I'd been operating as a sole trader, and it came time to go to the next level and register a company. I recall the name picking process like it was yesterday, finding a short word that I liked and hoped that would be the catchphrase instead of the whole title. I googled 4 and 5 letter words for about a week, toying with a short list, and this led me to register the company name of Zinc Business Solutions. And I think at the time it seemed fitting not to niche into financial services and give a broader name that would cover just about anything. And for anyone wondering what zinc actually meant, nothing. It was a 4-letter word I found on Google that I liked and happened to start with a Z to match my surname. The next few years became a journey of discovery for me personally in the business. I had some amazing clients, and some newer clients came into the business that turned out to be not so great. I was hitting a phase of who do I want to have as a client, but also what tasks I wanted to perform. And to be honest, I'm still working this out. I don't think we ever get that part perfect. Trust would have to be the biggest contributor to my client relationships. As you know, I say finances are as private as your underwear. Trusting a third party with your finances is a big step for a business owner to take. And this is not something that happens overnight. This is often built over time and involves many conversations, some hard, some honest, and others in general discussion. I speak with my clients open and honestly and always take the approach of their best interest first, whilst offering options in the decision-making process for their finances. Setting expectations on both sides has also been a huge learning curve in the business. As I like to call it, the boom gate, which is for everyone. This has been one of my own personal challenges, and I've discovered it's the same for many of my clients. We are all entrepreneurs, mad business owners that send messages at crazy hours any day of the week, sending our thoughts out to those that help us so we don't forget. The way that we handle this together has proven to be a great demonstration of those true working relationships. And now to present day, not only do I have the opportunity to assist my clients here in Australia with their business finances, I'm also grateful for my growing international community. Although the time zones are a huge challenge, we make it work. I am living my dream in my business, and I hope this episode can inspire someone else to go after theirs. This past decade has been amazing. I'm so glad I took the plunge 10 years ago, and I'm excited for the years ahead. We can have what we want in life. We just have to find out what it is that we love and go after it. I'm so glad that you joined me for this episode. I appreciate your ears, and as always, happy biz beans to you.